Most Americans don't realize it, but they spend the vast majority of their lives sealed indoors. In fact, according to surveys, the average American is inside about 87% of the time. Add in another 6% inside a car or other vehicle, and that leaves only a tiny sliver of the day, barely 13%, spent outdoors. Now, imagine giving that up too. At first, you might shrug it off. After all, staying inside for a weekend, binge-watching shows, or hiding from bad weather feels pretty normal. Maybe you even remember lockdowns during the pandemic where people spent weeks barely leaving home. For a while, life indoors seems manageable. And quick question before we begin, how long have you ever stayed inside without setting foot outdoors? Drop your answer in the comments. Within just a week or two, something strange begins happening to your body. Despite sleeping your usual hours or even oversleeping, you feel constantly tired. Sunlight normally regulates your internal clock. When light enters your eyes, it tells the brain to cut off melatonin production, the hormone that makes you drowsy. Without that natural off switch, your body just keeps pumping out melatonin. The result? You're groggy during the day and your circadian rhythm gets thrown completely off balance. Sunlight also triggers the release of serotonin, the neurotransmitter nicknamed the happy hormone. It stabilizes your mood, helps you feel focused, and counteracts stress. Without regular sunlight, serotonin levels can drop while melatonin rises. Together, this combo can leave you anxious, moody, and sluggish. After a few months, the imbalance may spiral into seasonal affective disorder, a form of depression that normally appears during long, dark winters. You might think technology could solve this: UV lamps, light therapy boxes, or smart bulbs that mimic daylight. And while they do help, they're not a full replacement. Artificial light rarely reaches the same intensity as natural sunlight, and your brain knows the difference. And mood isn't the only thing at stake. Just being outside has been shown to lower stress. Forest therapy experiments in Japan found that people who spent time walking among trees had lower cortisol levels, a marker of stress, than people who stayed in cities. Without outdoor experiences, expect more tension, higher blood pressure, and weaker resilience to everyday challenges. Then there's the air you breathe. The Environmental Protection Agency has reported that indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. Trapped dust, mold, cleaning chemicals, and building materials all contribute to the deterioration of the air. Breathing recycled, stale air for years could strain your lungs, increase asthma risk, and raise your chances of developing pollution-related diseases. Fast forward several months, and your body begins to miss something critical: vitamin D. This vitamin is produced when UVB rays from sunlight react with cholesterol in your skin. Without it, your vitamin D stores gradually decline. That can leave you tired, achy, and more prone to infections. Your bones, which depend on vitamin D to absorb calcium, may weaken, a condition known as osteomalacia in adults. Left unchecked for years, this can lead to fractures, chronic pain, and severe mobility issues. And supplements? They help, but again, not perfectly. Studies show that vitamin D from sunlight is more efficiently processed by the body than from pills or food. In other words, nature designed us to step outside. The long-term consequences could be even more serious. Chronic vitamin D deficiency is associated with heart disease, strokes, certain cancers, and even bone deformities. Imagine being in your 40s or 50s but already struggling to walk, with fragile hips and a weak spine, all because you haven't seen the sun in years. Beyond the physical, there's the crushing weight of monotony. Indoors, your world shrinks to the same walls, same furniture, same routines. This lack of variety and sensory input dulls your brain. Don't be surprised if, after a few months, you start to go crazy and want to see a psychologist. Even short walks outdoors, sometimes as little as 12 minutes, can lift mood and improve focus. Take that away completely, and you're left with higher stress, sharper drops in creativity, and an increased risk of depression. If you live alone, the dangers grow worse. Social isolation is strongly linked to anxiety, high blood pressure, and even early death. Without the natural opportunities to meet and interact outdoors, loneliness becomes a constant, compounding the psychological toll. And let's not forget physical activity. Most people move less indoors, spending hours sitting or lying down. A massive study involving more than 200,000 participants revealed that prolonged sitting is associated with a higher risk of dying prematurely, even for people who exercise regularly. Outdoor habits like walking or biking don't just burn calories, they keep your cardiovascular system healthy in ways that treadmill sessions or indoor workouts often can't replicate. So what's the bottom line? Humans are built for sunlight, fresh air, movement, and social contact. Staying inside forever might sound like a convenient escape from the outside world, but it quietly chips away at your health mentally and physically. If you have the chance, step outside. Let the sun hit your skin, breathe in fresh air, and take a walk through green space. If circumstances keep you indoors, keep windows open when possible, stay active, and use technology wisely. But remember, there's no substitute for the real thing. Sometimes the best medicine is simply opening the door. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.